Pappy's Remy Ma once again with a song about his mistress that has been out since May of 2025. Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, anything I say is alleged and in my very, very personal opinion. This is for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in the description box. Some meat and potatoes, some housekeeping items. So, today we are talking Claressa Shields, surprise, surprise, aka Pap's mistress, aka Pap's entanglement, aka Pap's pick me, aka Pap's side chick, or as Chris Cyborg would say, it is duck hunting season. Remy Ma is the blueprint. Remy Ma is the standard. Remy Ma is on Pap and Claressa's mood board, you guys. Now, what is going to happen today that I already saw via Live Bites, and it's probably going to happen across other blogs, other publications. Claressa had posted in her Instagrammy stories this song that Pap is mentioning her name. And to those of you who are not familiar or who do not watch her fight press conferences or any of the sort, you're going to think that this is a brand new song. You're going to think it is a brand new record that Pap just decided to randomly drop. But this is why I am here. This is why I am here, you guys. And I just want to show you this. First of all, that song has been out since May of 2025. It is just Neil that Pap decided to put it on an album. And by put it on an album, I mean a re-release of an existing album that went triple wood. Because check this out. Bars on Wheels, the original album, the original EP, whatever, came out in November of 2025, you guys. None of y'all listened to it. None of y'all streamed it. None of y'all was interested in it, right? And it had 6 tracks on it. Well, did you guys know that a deluxe version of Bars on Wheels came out? Y'all didn't know. Let me show you. On August 21st, the deluxe edition of Bars on Wheels came out, guys. And it was not announced anywhere because I thought, according to Claressa and according to Pap, they're the A-list celebrities. It is, according to them, it's Remy that is the washed up rapper. It is Remy that is the bitter ex and all the things and all of the sort. Meanwhile, your married man, Claressa, completely flopped in Canada. Was a non-factor in Canada. Nobody knew that music. Nobody knew what Pap was rapping about. Pap tried to post a review from some concert goer that it was on her bucket list to see Pap. And I have a bridge to sell you. I have not ever heard nobody in this lifetime ever say on their bucket list is they want to see Pap in concert. I'm going to need y'all to be for real. I am going to need y'all to be for real. But that is not all that has happened because, like I said, this announcement went nowhere. That there was a deluxe edition of Bars on Wheels that came out because, like the mistress Claressa herself, Pap considers you, Claressa, an afterthought. Pap considers you an afterthought. There was no post about it. There was no announcement about it because Pap was too upset about Topanga. Pap was too upset about what happened where Claressa did that live stream. And, you know what I'm saying? Left without him to go get some food because, you know, that's his meal ticket. That's his come up. And then had the audacity to come back home with a doggy bag of food that he clearly didn't want. And already was recording on live stream, basically saying, hey, we're on live, so you can't cuss me out right now. No. So that's why there was no announcement that Bars on Wheels, the deluxe edition, that features an already, quote unquote freestyle track that came out in May of 2025. I posted the screenshot. You can go to Fight Hype. So Pap didn't bother announcing that he finally added a freestyle that is not that long at all. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what happens when you're the mistress. You get the shortest track. You get the shortest record. You know what I'm saying? When you're the side chick, you get the side dish treatment, you guys. And so ultimately, there was no announcement all weekend about this deluxe album being out. But thirsty Claressa had to post in the Instagrammy stories, oh, my married man, he's got a song about me. He sang my name. But y'all that are critical thinkers would know that he's been talking about this at least since May of 2025. It's not new. But that's not even the worst offense. Deluxe editions of albums, of EPs, things like that, it happens all the time, right? For real artists, you know what I'm saying? For real artists, sometimes you do it if the original album was so successful, you know what I'm saying? Like Usher's Confessions, you'll come back with a deluxe edition, right? And the album goes diamond. A real artist with real record sales, right? That'll be the case. But also another reason people do a deluxe edition is when they are trying to get sales and get streams and all of the sort. But like I said, Pap did not even promote it. But here is where the copying of the REMY of it all comes in that we have to discuss, you guys. There was never a title for this Claressa Shields record. And like I said, because, you know what I'm saying, she is the mistress, she gets the shortest track. You know what I'm saying? She gets the song that is only, you know what I'm saying, 1 minute and 45 seconds. Just like she got the shortest tat video ever compared to his wife, because that is how little Claressa means to Pap, you guys. But let Claressa tell it. She's gonna live in the land of Delulu. She's gonna think that this is the best thing since sliced bread. And again, I got a bridge to sell y'all. If y'all think that this is golden love, if y'all think this is fireproof love, this is an epic fail. This is a disaster. So my issue with this is peep this. The song title is called Back Outside. Now, there's a few questions that I have, considering the song has been, rapped on and talked about since May of 2025. Why wasn't there a title to the song until now, right? And I believe it is direct inspiration, direct copy and paste from Remy Ma. Remy Ma, as you know, has the new single, Put 'Em On. But how does the song start? I'm back outside. I'm back outside. You know what I'm saying? Those are the first set of lyrics, you guys. Those are the first set of lyrics. Remy Ma says, I'm back outside and I'm putting that SHIT on. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't come up with anything else, Pap. Now, I don't need to listen to the track because ultimately we've heard it before. Those of y'all that have been paying attention to this toxic mess, this hot mess express, this disrespect to Remy and all of the things, this is the same freestyle where Pap says Claressa got the whip appeal and he paid for it in full. He don't split the bill. And they watch Michael B. Jordan or whatever else. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing that Pap has been rapping since at least May of last year. And it's probably even earlier than that. That is just the first time that it made it to Fight Hype. But I was under the impression that a freestyle means off the dome. I was under the impression a freestyle meant that it's fresh, it's new, that anytime we saw Pap and he did all this, that he was going to come with some new bars. He was going to come with some new heat. But he would regurgitate this same madness at several fight-related press conferences and anything else. Anytime it was time to give Pap the microphone, most recently in Detroit, Pap spewed this same nonsense. It was not a new freestyle. It was not a new anything. Claressa already hears this all the time, and I'm sure that is what he is the only thing that he raps to her whenever she needs reassurance that this thing with the married man is the end-all be-all. But my question is this. A minute and 45 seconds, right, is all Pap thinks of you, Claressa? And he didn't even bother to announce or promote that there was even a deluxe edition of Bars on Wheels that was out. That came out August 21st. The original Bars on Wheels, like I said, that did not feature this a minute and 45 second whatever about his mistress that's been out since May of 2025. You know what I'm saying? No announcement, nothing. It just didn't have a title. It just didn't have a title, but I guess the genius of Pap decided since Remy has a catchy "I'm back outside," let me name it Back Outside. And this is the same one that after Remy Network was a success, decides to come out with Win Records Network. And tries to make it seem like at first it's a way for you to stream boxing and pay. But they plan on expanding to entertainment and everything else that Remy is doing on the Remy Network, except where there's going to be a fee. Except for there's going to be a fee, because nothing is free when you are dealing with Pap, you guys. But there was no announcement because there was trouble in paradise, you guys. There was trouble in paradise. And when there's trouble in paradise, when the check clears, when there's not lights, camera, and action, you know what I'm saying? That there's nothing else to talk about. See, had Pap put out this deluxe album, this deluxe edition on August 15th or whatever, and could have utilized that to promote with the fight and everything else, but he didn't want to do that because he didn't care. He did not care. See, what his brain was probably thinking is, I'll put out the deluxe edition to announce while I'm in Canada performing so people can download the album. And I have a bridge to sell you, because none of those people in Canada know his music like that, right? None of the people in Canada know him like that. Heck, they didn't even know that he was on a remix version of Busta Rhymes' Touch It. So ultimately, there was no need, right? But you figure, let me release this the day before I perform in Canada, but you didn't promote it because you knew that 1 minute and 45 second CLARESSA track from May of 2025 was on there, and you were mad at her that she played in your face on a live stream and exposed your scam, that you stay upstairs, y'all argue all the time, and that she's going to remain attached to the hip to you to continue to try to prove the haters wrong, that this somehow is going to be better treatment than how you did your wife. No. So ultimately, that is it for this video, you guys. I need y'all to do me the biggest favor. I need y'all to do y'all biggest one, and that is to hype the video. Hype the video, please. Hype the video like you've never hyped a video before in your life. There is that. That is it. That is all. It's todos es final. It's finito. It's the end of the road. It's the end of the line for this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post the content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.